Eventually, talking to voodoo spirits paid off, and he pulled together enough dough in the 90s to pick up a burnt-out husk of an antebellum mansion in the middle of the Everglades. 6 months later, some of his followers came by and found his rotting corpse in the middle of a circle of salt and candle wax in the foyer. And that's when he really went to town. "Hey, Chuck," I say, looking at the carnage. "You're getting creative." I stand in the doorway, looking over a grim tableau that would make Hieronymus Bosch blush. It takes a lot to keep my cool and not throw up all over the place. I've seen death, but this is insane. The lucky ones died in their seats. 5, maybe 6 guys. Hard to tell in the tangle of body parts. He exploded their heads, leaving open stumps to dump a sea of blood onto the floor. The others, particularly the troopers, got the royal treatment. Pinned to the far wall with the blades of a ceiling fan. Chests peeled back to show empty cavities. Impaled on bar stools. Shredded by 1,000 cuts from broken glass. One poor bastard is just a torso. Christ only knows what Washington did with the rest of him. The worst one suffered an aborted transformation. Limbs stick out at odd angles. Tufts of fur and chitin instead of skin. A dozen small mouths lie open, tongues lolling. The only recognizably human thing about him is his cowboy boots. There are no ghosts around. This much devastation? You better believe somebody'd leave a ghost. Washington's already eaten them. He looks like a wiry 70-year-old black man in a Hawaiian shirt and khaki cargo pants. Round, thin-rimmed glasses perched on his nose. Typical Florida retiree. Play some golf, maybe. Hangs out on his porch watching the Cuban chicas go by. But that's on this side. Over on the Twilight side, that between world where the dead park their carcasses waiting for whatever comes next, he's a burning, churning mass of faces. The Loa, those same voodoo spirits who gave him enough Keno numbers to keep him in booze and cigarettes, dance under his skin, glowing like hot coals. I'm not sure he's even human anymore. After Washington died, word started getting through the grapevine that he was doing some really nasty magic down there. It happens. Cheating death for a bit isn't as hard as you'd think. He's been screwing around with the Loa, feeding on ghosts he'd hunted down in nearby towns. Nobody tried to stop him, of course. That's not how wizards roll. The only interest anyone took was purely academic. We couldn't give a rat's ass as long as he doesn't rain on our parade or draw too much attention from the normals. Magic's like Fight Club that way. You don't talk about it. Can't have the regular folk knowing this shit's real. We might have to share. "You are one tenacious motherfucker, Eric Carter," Washington says. He tips back a Miller, takes a drag on his cigarette. "It's part of my charm," I say. On the other side, I see the faces in his skin flare up like gasoline dumped on a bonfire. Seeing the land of the dead overlaid onto our side has its uses, though it's sometimes hard to see what's real and what isn't. But I've had years of practice. Mages are born with a knack. Illusions, transformations, divinations. Some people are just better at some things than others. I got dead things. Yay me. "I've been wanting to talk to you. I knew you'd come here," Washington says. "Once I killed enough people, I knew you'd sense it. Come straight for me. I'm good, but I'm not that good." I point a thumb over my shoulder. "Nah, just lucky. Got a scanner in the car. Heard the cops roll out. I was about to head south. I figured you'd fucked off to Mexico by now." Washington had been in his swamp palace doing his thing for a while. Not really